it is time for our chapter 2 of Tavern Talk. I'm super stoked. Just a little bit of a recap. Last time we got to kind of understand the game mechanics, meet a couple of characters. I don't remember any of the voices I did for them, so if you remember, please let me know and remind me. And yeah, that's what I got. We're gonna go. And as I was saying a little bit earlier, I'm kind of curious because we kind of are getting some hints that our Tavern Keep is a wee bit like maybe was an adventurer in the past. And so we're on Act 2, Part 5. We just saw like a whole bunch of stars fall from the sky, and so I'm really curious about what happened. Probably not them, but I'll try. Okay, I know, I'm sorry. My Wednesday nights are sometimes a little short. I've been protecting my bedtime recently. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building still might look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. If it's not much, I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Whoever comes in first can at least get a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. What is this recipe? Ooh, it's an intelligence and charisma one. Interesting. Who is this? Hello? Ma'am, you have a turtle, and you're really pretty. This game is just like entirely me shrimping over all these cute characters. Jade. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again who started that whole brawl. No clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all, although I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. I found it on one of my jobs but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. What does this one do? Ooh, it's a bonus to intelligence. Cool. Ooh, and it persuades people to tell you the truth. Interesting. Is she mechanical? Do you see those arms? Is she literally made out of jade? Like, cause I was trying to figure out her fingers. I was like, are these fingers, like part of the glove? But no, she's literally wearing fingerless gloves. Oh my god, look at the turtle just came out of the shell. I didn't even notice that. That was so cute. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Gripe? Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? Yeah, I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Aw, don't take it too personally. You still got some of your old spark. Ish. She's kind of a bitch and I kind of love her for it. That's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. So, Miss Ma'am wants a dexterity boosting thing. I never figured out what these 3 drops are. So I think we'll do a swift strike. Also, do we have any information on Jade yet? She's Mahaida. I don't know what that means. She's a bounty hunter. Cool. Chaotic good. Arcana the Emperor. Does anyone know what the Emperor is? I know we were kind of like talking about and going through everybody's Arcana tarot card last time. She's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Where's the new one? Ooh, here it is. Yep. Interesting. Sorry, I got very distracted. I was checking out the infusions. And then I think it's defense. Ding ding! No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date. Checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Saiyan Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing the group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. Ooh, where is that? What is that? Here. The eastern part of the Republic is full of impressive plains and prairies. It's connected to the western half by the Silver Pass, reaching across the southeast to the big harbor city, Zoford. The inner parts of the plains have only a few small villages and travel outposts, compared to the edge, which is full of petite towns and coastal cities. The plains have many fascinating fauna to speak of. Some of the animals are trained by locals, and some bigger ones are even used as mounts. Many people living in the prairie are mercenaries by trade. They offer armed escorts through the plains, assistance for inexperienced adventurers, and they have open partnership with several adventuring guilds. Rumor has it that some mercenaries are even bounty hunters. Which we are. We're seeing one here. Okay, I was just curious. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm, not one of those mimics that pretended to be part of the local fauna. Oh my god, there's mimics in this game. Guys, there's mimics in this game. Snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Oh, now we gotta go see. Situated majestically within the eastern end of Fioza, Zoford thrives as an impressive harbor city. It boasts... Oh, Captain! I'm definitely absolutely asleep, but hi, I love you. How's the game going? Bye! Captain, I am recording this and it will be going up on YouTube specifically because I knew that the time I was streaming it, you would be asleep. So I was very intentional. So you will get to see it. But thank you so much for resubscribing. I hope you are doing well and thank you again for the gift. Please go to sleep though, my dear. It's stupid late for you. Make sure none of them are hidden as doors, right? I don't know what's scarier, a thing coming up from under you and snapping you, or a door mimic. Debate in chat. Tell me what you think. Is it a plant that like comes up and like literally eats your foot scarier, or a door mimic scarier? What do you think? Also, hi Lunar, how are you doing? I hope everyone's doing well today. You are worth it. Drink some water. It's okay to eat. We are happy you are here. Take a walk, touch grass, which I did not do today. Nobody yell at me. But I hope you're doing well today, Lunar. And hello, Scape. How are you today? Okay. I was right here. We're reading about this city. Behind this port lies Lake Zoford, a beautiful sanctuary connected to a wide open river that flows into the Promising Bay, as the locals like to call it. Zoford is a trade hub between the Republic of Fioza and the nation Velios in the Far East, and is quite popular around wizards and other mages. Interesting. You're eating dinners, you sit here. Ooh, what'd you make tonight? You're good, super sweaty, but getting your next session ready. Ayy, nice. Is it just like hot as balls where you are? Why touch grass when you can touch ass? Have a joke that will not be very funny until tomorrow. Oh gosh, fuck you, Nightbot. That was Nick's fault. That was Nick's fault. Yes, sir. I get that. It is like 96 where I am right now. BLTs, ooh, those are good. I had leftover fried rice for dinner tonight. It's always considered it a calm area. It was, still is, sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits. Took a look at their most wanted list and cash out. There's no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about an archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's gonna pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing about more of the undead on the side of the country than on that my colleagues were mumbling about, so I came here, and actually couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. Why did she keep jabbing at my tavern? It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. You asking Dragon for help next session? It's gonna be a good one. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm stoked. I'm very intrigued. And the he does not add to it. She's been throwing mad shade this whole time. Also, we're trying to figure out if she has like literal jade arms. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. See, like, look at her fingers under the fingerless gloves. And then, like, the arms. Like, I'm curious if her arms are, like, literally entirely jade. I will accept one drinky drink, please. Do you want the, hold on. The up? The down? It's a hard seltzer. Or the all around. I got agua. I also wouldn't say no to a life change. Oh no, Prancy, what's going on? Oh! Ma'am? Oh, I like her expressions. Oh no, she's gonna be kind of bitchy. Look at that finger tappy. Do you see that finger tappy? And that little sneer? Oh no, she's hot. You could use a drink, but it's a Wednesday. I usually don't drink much or at all on weeknights, but a seltzer just sounded great. And I'm starting my weekend early tomorrow, so. I replied to it. It was so funny. Dragon had the up, down, all around last night. He had, I think it was, what beverage was it? I remember it was sweet tea, and I remember it was water. Just sleeping, wishing you had more confidence. Things aren't actually that bad. Oh, well, I mean, but it still is like, you know, you still feel crappy about things, and so don't unvalidate your feelings. You're allowed to be upset or to be sad, but make sure you get sleepies and do confident boosting things. I was feeling pretty crummy about myself today, and so I chose, like, physically, and so I chose to dress up tonight and throw on some red lipstick so I would feel better. And that's sometimes those things help. So, but I love you. You're doing great. I believe in you, Prancy. Same. Mike, what's your drink of choice in general? I feel like it's changed since we've last talked like this. You know, back in our old drinking carts days. Not talk like this. That makes it sound like we don't talk. You know what I mean. Okay, anyway, shooting stars. It's much more serious than that. I feel like she's a breathy voice. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defense. She's a paladin! Ma'am! I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Jack and Coke. Okay, cool. Mine has definitely changed. I mean, I still drink a lot more, or a lot of like, rum, or not rum. I still drink a lot of soda water and like vodka, but I drink a lot more wine than I used to. You drink that when you don't know what to drink? I always go for a vodka soda when I don't know what to drink. You found tonic water that you don't hate? Hey, nice! Yes, treat yourself tomorrow to an early bedtime. Springtime in France. Ooh, that does sound really good. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I love her. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only a tavern, but also a whole city, it must have been pretty bad. She's still kind of a bitch, but a hot one. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up, if the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. All right, Chief, the offer stands. What? Oh, you don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Really, rarely, but it happens. Nothing I wouldn't worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Oh my god, look at that shade right there. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Alithia. Ooh, I like that name. Alithia? Alithia? How would you say it? Animor. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and the lady of the gilded sea. That is a fucking title. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. She is a paladin. I had her pegged in the first 2 seconds. I'm very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alithia. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than your average asteroid shower. Alithia is how you made sense of it. Alithia? I like that better. Alithia. Cool. I will probably promptly forget and pronounce it wrong again. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I love that. Who is this? Oh, she's a cleric. Lawful good. The High Priestess. Does anyone know what the High Priestess and the Emperor stand for? Upside down and right side up. I believe something way worse happened. What? I think, no, I know, the stars fell from the sky, literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple to the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. Okay. To the far east? Maybe it's here? Haha! I found it! Lawful good may as well be a paladin. She reads like a paladin, man. I just bet she doesn't smite. The Aperture is a dragon temple dedicated to the Lady of the Gilded Lake and was built only a few decades ago. Within the jungle's verdant heart, Cassiopeia's temple stands like a gracious sentinel in an otherwise harsh and hostile environment. Ooh, that was a good line. Thank you. Guarded at its center is the only portal into the astral plane. The reason why Cassiopeia's worshippers have chosen this is their stronghold. Not much is known about this temple since no one lives in the Forbidden Valley. Order of Starlights aren't exactly a talkative bunch either. A pity. Ooh, we just learned a lot? That's pretty cool. Huh. Okay. I don't know how the game works. Maybe she'll spec later. I don't know either. I don't know if they change class ever. Because this character is a ranger, but they want to tell stories. So, I don't know. For my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her and take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back. Right above us, the sky was ablaze with 1,000,000 of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. That's the theological term for it. Damn, okay, ma'am. Anyways. I know something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs in your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Ooh. We have some notes. We need some more notes. Damn right, I know. She's so snarky and I love her for it. Exactly. Which is why, Inkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those infected, many referred to you in your tavern. If anyone had intel, it would be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? Absolutely. I can certainly try. That's a DM reference. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best, aid those in need, and perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Ma'am's gonna fight! Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue to live like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you'll be happy there are people like me. Oh, that's not what I thought she would say. I thought she'd be like, there will be a time when you ask for help and no one will be there to guide you. Also, who the fuck lost an arm whose attachment is a flipper in the back? Do you see this over here? What's the turtle's name? I really need to know, apparently. I don't know either. Is there any information on the turtle? The turtle is, like, on her shoulder. No, we have no information on the turtle. I want to know. Maybe Google it. Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes. I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Jade's like... Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this when we return. Okay. She's a righteous devotee of the dragon Cassiopeia. In fact, she makes sure everyone knows. She's very eager in her ambitions to save people and protect the world from falling stars and the like. She's so pretty! Look at the little guy! Does he have a nose ring, or is that just how his nose is shaped? How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in a time of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, it's like she said, literal stars fell from the literal sky, and yeah, that's, like, odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. Well, but we all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid. And they get paid just without working? Or Gurgle searches shit, or the turtle has no real canon name, aww. I'm sorry. I'll look later, but... Well, maybe he has no name. What would you name him? Some of these options may overlap? Okay. Then what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Wishful thinking. Hello? Oh my god, I love him. Hold on. I've known Jade for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the type of person you have to ever worry about. She's strong, independent, always looking for a new gig to make a living. And a little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. Okay. Who is this guy? He looks like an Earth Genasi. Like a metal Genasi. I love the bowl cut. And also, oh my gosh. I thought this was a scarf, but it has eyes. This has eyes. What is this creature? Ayo. Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I love how everyone assumes we are an NPC, and they're like the ones... That's so funny. That is the second time that has happened. And like, we're the ones with free will, which is hilarious to me. So funny to me. Is it some kind of weird ferret? I don't know. It looks like those worms that you would like get at the craft store, right? That you'd like hang and they dangle. I don't have a name in mind for the turtle yet. I need to learn more about him first. Look at his little face. Do you see his little face? Hold on, can I zoom in? This is absolutely essential. Oh no. No, he popped out! Dang it! I was trying to zoom in on his little face. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna put my thing back to normal. Bloop. I'm a professional. It does look like, is that what they call them? The wiggle worm? Is it a cat toy? I thought it was just a toy. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. That's what I call and use them for? Maybe. I'm not gonna do greetings, traveler. Ayo, bro. Cringe fail. Wow. Didn't you just greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exactly. Hey, who even are you? Jade, you. Iniko? I like that. Iniko, cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? Is Sir a fae? What? What? I prefer if no one stole anything. Drakes, got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course, what do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm, can't risk getting caught after all. What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't, never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. So it's gonna be a swift strike. Do we have more information on them? Oh, they're they, them. They're a changeling! That's so cool! Just Iniko? I love the question. The whole name steal and persona steal makes so much more sense now. What did I say? I was like, are they fae? Did you hear that? You all heard that, right? I love monk. That makes sense with the beads. Chaotic neutral, the judgment. I need someone to Google a couple of these cards for me when someone has a chance. Oh, I got distracted. I didn't even put the recipe up. I heard you say fae. Apparently, Iniko is a changeling, which I think is super cool. But like, they were all, oh, can I steal your name? To Jade. No no worms, but perhaps it will suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great, amazing even. Where'd you even learn this craft? The primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. I think they were right. You weren't from here, are you? Whoa, who, me? Who else? Corey? Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's short for corruption. I love that! Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Corrupting Wiggleworm, right? Okay, we need to look up Avalon. Where is that? Let's see if we can find it. Thank you for the quackening. Much appreciated. Hi, Chrome, how's it going? We're trying to find a place. I think Avalon's a different realm. Yeah, I don't think Avalon's here at all. Interesting. I really hope this turns into a dating sim because I want to date all of them. Also, thank you again for the quacks. Oh, an Avalonian, not native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. If I find it pretty lame, pretty TBH, there's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. Oh my god. Avalon's like their Feywild. That's cool. Oh god, of course you do. What can I say? I see the hot people, I want a dating sim. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really. Is it Gaia or Gaia? I always never know how to say it. But I can go, like, anywhere I like, and barely anyone knows me here. Theft, identity, fraud. All goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. I mean, he is a changeling. His face is really cool. In Avalon, they all see through the game very quickly. I see. I know that knife was so funny. Changeling then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding, if you tell anyone, I'll come after you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by the giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts, I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. Did you admire the wrecked room that once was Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... I love this character! Just like I love chaos. I love that I go, hi Chrome, how's it going? And he goes, knife! Do you ever leave this tavern and keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and boom! I love that the knife came out again. That's so funny. You missed asking? Okay, it's cool. I just was checking in on you. It goes. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, but there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ha! Me neither. It's hot. You walk home. Okay, stay hydrated. After long work, yeah, no kidding. Please make sure you are drinking water as soon as you get home. Big sweat. Take a shower. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The ether tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Need to get my hands dirty. Technically, yes, water just has additives. I mean, technically everything's water that just has additives in terms of liquids. That's not true, but most beverages we drink. So is blood. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. See? No, I wasn't trying to encourage it. I was trying to logic you out of it. Oh no. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Inako, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? Ugh, no way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes aren't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. You know they have a point. Gets nosebleed. Yay, free beverage. No. No, please don't. Please don't. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Arova. Arova? What did we decide to pronounce this? I know Chrome pinned it last time. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they're heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen. Didn't care, but I was nice to them too, you know? Charmed by some rations out of them when they prepared the breakfast at camp. How to say a name. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full-on robes and magic type guy. Kept going on about how the Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Yeah, I don't remember correctly either. Why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud! What is your cup of tea? Fraud! Checks out. Is no vibing and probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of changeling yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. Their thing on their shoulder is called Cory, short for corruption, obviously. I love them. Interesting. Judgment. Yeah, no one has told me what the, we've gotten 3 new characters. Judgment, Jade is the Emperor, and Alethea is the High Priestess. So Leviathan wormed him via tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings tainting the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How'd you know? I think I read it somewhere before. You misread Priestess? Oh, you missed Priestess. You're mad? She was kind of cool. She was very paladin-like, and was like, we're going to save the town. I will help you fix your tavern. Let me know if you find any rumors about stuff. And she's a little, like, aggressive in it. It's kind of hot, not gonna lie. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dowell Hills? No, but I heard about it when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like this guy was a real psychic. I guess. Divination can't be a powerful tool. The tea leaves said, the wings shall be torn apart by the feet of Avalon nestled between the peaks of Daywell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. Where's Dalwell? Oh, I think that's the, yeah, it's the mountain range. Optimistic about helping people and going out of their way to be useful vibes. Yeah, that's exactly it. We thought paladin, but it turns out she was a cleric. What? Sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Oh, she's me! Maybe a little bit. Are you secretly a cleric? Are you lawful good, Prancy? I mean, clerics don't have to be lawful good, but you know. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for the starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that it is. We were thinking paladin, so I was a little upset because I wanted her to be a paladin. But it fits with what I heard about Zoford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting to it all. Ooh. Hey, we can make a quest. I'm mostly lawful good. Aw, that makes sense. How else? No idea. I thought he was just blabbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking an ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along and fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they weren't just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all of this and were bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. LOL. I love the LOL in there. I didn't even read it. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Iniko. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors to make quests. I get it. Sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then it's a good thing we aren't all the same. Though I could technically be anyone. Even you. Don't. Drakes. I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. They are definitely chaotic. They say chaotic neutral, but I'm wondering. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any, Innkeep. Reason you can't disclose. Judgment and High Priestess are your phrase. Interesting. "74% evil is still neutral." You are right. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous Starfell left Zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of this calamity can be traced back to Dalwell, an island south of Fioza. Interesting. Hold on. Oh no, the day's done! I wanted to look up Dalwell. Act 2, Chapter 6. A New Dawn. Does the derp dinosaur have a name? Yes! I forget it, but it was really cute. Hold on. I don't remember what it is. Give me a second. Oh. This is Dalwell. Yeah! Anabu? Anabu. Also, when I make drinks, if I mess up, I can feed him. And I can just feed him. And so we will next time, just for you, Prancy. Since Dalwell was never officially conquered by the Republic nor the Majocracy, they both currently strongly believe it to be their territory. This means they cannot agree on a name either, Dalwell or the Abandoned Isles. It is quite the heated topic of debate. Recently, the various Fey creatures have made their way through the Avalon portal on Dalwell and have found home on its strange shores. To make things more complicated, they are now also at stake claim to Dalwell. Their settlement, called Fairweather, built inside around the Horizon Tree, is a giant sequoia tree that portal to Avalon itself has opened. Enobu, I know, I love him. He's so cute. Bottomless, drown him in the intelligence. Make him sentient. I think he is sentient already. Innkeep. Rhea. You got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for a new one of your own. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. Look at— oh, it's Ondu! We were close. Drink, Ondu, drink. Drink, look at his little tail wag! Drink the intelligence. Become sentient. Look at how happy! I love the eye blink in different ways, too. That's so cute. Ding. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. Now, I've got a question for ye. You think you can handle that? I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. Miss. My bad. Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. We're teasing her. Alright. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought maybe he got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think you should be waking up right about now. Oh, he's still covered in slime. I love him. Rhea! There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. Oh my gosh, how did you have the right emote for that? That's so funny. I'm fine. Are you sure? You see her too, Inkeep? Yes, very much so. By the dragons, so she's not a dream nor a fragment of the past. It's a global? It is a global. A hype ghost? Maybe you got it from a hype train. I'm glad you're not dead, Rhea. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. I'll help you put them on. Wait. I mean, she does wear a lot of jewelry. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. He loves the sun. Oh my god, this is a romance for the ages. This is the clingy, like, dramatic bisexual with the, very, you know, rough, gruff tsundere character. I like them. They match my other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure, at some point, or maybe I dreamed it. That's very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about stars falling down the other day. They crashed into Gaia like rain on fire or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars, the rain of falling stars. Oh, so the empty night sky wasn't a dream? No, I guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all around or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks, Inkeep. Does that mean I can drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try. Preferably something that would make me strong enough to lift a star, just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. I love him. I think he's my favorite character. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. You lazy ass needs to mark down some chords and you're typing here for convenience? Okay. Have some strength on you. Get strong. Grow, my boy, grow. My best attempt at supporting your star lifting career. My smart, strong boy. I know, I love him. I'm going to ignore those, Chrome. Oh, this is delicious. Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you two think about the star rain? It was very bothersome. Had to look for shelter on my way back from the rock wheel of cliffs. They better hurry and clean it all up. You've got somewhere to be? Still have to get the vampire to Barovia before I can get me hands on the gold. Who? You? Oh, splendid! I haven't seen Barovia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until I can search for other materials. Better ones, even. That isn't gonna happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon to ye? They are masters of disguise. What about you and Keep? Are we a dragon, guys? That would explain a lot. We have a weird past. Look at the little duck up there. That's cute. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thank you. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations, ingredients? I would enjoy that, right? Right? That'd be cool storytelling. Don't you worry. I'm not trying to steal business away from me. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? Look at his little face. No, for weapons. You're going to war? But I just got you back. I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am, and I'm looking for the next right material to smash the next ore heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the Caves of Ur for that one. That's so far! Can I come with you? She didn't say no. This sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? So fascinating. You think so? Yes, now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday when I was looking out at the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see astral hairfish hopping across the sea. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the lights of stars blinding me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. Why do you relate to this character so much? I love him. I would love to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours and Keep? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting! You know the world never ceases to amaze with its natural wonders. Oh! Hey, Chrome! She's back! Am I not supposed to? Okay. Chrome, it's your girl! This was by no means natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? I love the salute. I am Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the chosen of Our Lady of Endless Light. And I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I'm happy to see you were able to collect more information for my research. I am grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. What are these trying times? What are these times trying? Oh my god, I love him. Me and the wonderful people of Asteria. Right? She has the priestess vibes, and I love the little, like, scales. And then she occasionally taps her finger. It's so cute. You would make a decent go cosplay her? Hey, that would be cool. I'd have to get a big wig because I cannot dye my hair blonde, unfortunately. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. Oh, more gold than her platinum, but let's go! Do it! I mean, even her kind of like high pulled back huge pony is really cute. Like, I'd be curious to just try the hairstyle in general. I like her bangs, too. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young Echo with a gloomy temperament. Or rather, I came across his hand in my pockets, attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Oh, the dude was trying to steal from her. Luckily for him, I'm not a very vengeful person, and I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. And he did make an effort to not steal from me again. It does remind me of those two. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, like late 90s, early 2000s. They did hurt. Did he travel with you? No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone after narrowly escaping an encounter with a horrid vampire. Horrid vampire? They must have been very hungry. As they tend to be. Only if they're not eating responsibly. Who did you say you encountered again, Miss Alethea? A roguish wind echo. Ah, yes! A windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and the primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of which, Inkeep, no. Aww. Look at this little face! Are you from the Primordial Sea? Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious if I was willing to share. I see. What about your blood, Miss Alethea? Are you out of your mind, propositioning a holy woman for her blood? Well, you've got a lot of it, fair question. And I need all of it to keep up my strength against the looming evils in this world. Without me, who would even care enough to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ash. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are the next steps for saving us citizens? Well, rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there's a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I'll start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. I'll have a closer look at the wreckage caused, maybe examine the rubble more closely, perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I've found what is going on, I will put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a lot you can do for them. Then I'll make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. Couldn't agree more. I know you've gotten this under control, Miss Annaware, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? Depends on the approach I decide to take. Ooh, we get a choice! I will take input, guys. Could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads. Analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. Perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery into the others to care about my cause. On the other hand, so that would be with the new thing we just got. Who knows what caused this? If I focus too much on the theory, I might not be able to be in the right condition to fight whoever I encounter. But will you be able to talk to them? It's always much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I would need to properly defend myself, especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for the worst-case scenario. I could offer you some phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So it's either the balance between intelligence and inspiration, or fireproof self-defense. Ooh, do we want her to go the fighting route or the investigative route, guys? She always has the most wonderful solutions. I'll make sure not to disappoint. Oh, what do you guys think? Oh. Investigative or fighting? I'm kind of I could lean either way. Welcome back, Nick! We met a couple new characters with new tarot cards. If at any point you want to chime in on those. How was moving stuff? I'm glad that they got power back. You're afraid to input? No, I know I'm afraid to input. How do you think I feel? I'm the one playing. Minimal stuff was moved to your place just to hold over and keep food fresh. Yeah, that makes sense then. I'm sorry that they lost power. I'm glad that it's back though. I'm kind of... Oh dear lord, that scared me. Hi Doug, how's it going? Thank you for the 5. Do we go passive or active? Do we go investigative or do we go fighty? I'm gonna roll a d20 for it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll a d20. If I roll an even, we are going to go intelligence. If I roll an odd, we are going to go for the strength route. So that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. We rolled an odd. We're going strength. Well, it's not strength. It's this one. Let me double check that that's right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I could have done a D2, I suppose. Oh, shoot. I messed up. Thank you for that. Thank you for rickrolling me. Much appreciated. Now you're looking around your desk and a D20 is the available option. Yeah, that's usually what I end up going for just because it's always there. And I straight up carry an emergency D20 with me at all times. Like when I go places. It's in my fanny pack. Girl, same, right? You never know when you need a D20. For choices such as this. I know, I will not be brought upon by choice analysis or paralysis. There we go. I just use Google. Also, thank you for the 100 bits. You never know what you may encounter. I think it's best to be prepared for the worst. Precisely. I do believe the best in people, but some are a lost cause. That being said, your drinks are certainly powerful. I can feel the phoenix chilies burning in my veins. Not to mention I already feel ready to take a hit, no matter how vicious the creature. Like the scales of a dragon's, your drinks shall protect me. And that they shall. I think I shall begin my investigation at the Fallen West Gate. It fell? It exploded when a star landed on it. Since then, it has drawn the presence of bandits as well as less humanoid evil. I may be a millennial, but I love me an analog option. Perhaps I can find some answers in all that chaos. Best of luck. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that falling stars make for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes! They would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. I could give you some insights on the impact conditions. Team up! I can't say I'm an expert in geology. Sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too! Do you know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps? I know about astrology. And this all sounds so very exciting. I'm very terribly bored waiting for Ray to come back. This will greatly aid me in the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. It's very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I ship them so hard. It's more the fact that you don't like having too much stuff in your pockets. That's why I like having a purse. That's the only reason why I like having it. Yep. I hate carrying a purse though, so I have like the tiniest purse that can fit my Kindle, and then I have a fanny pack that can fit my Kindle, or I carry my big purse that can fit a book. Can you tell what my priorities are? And I have a little pocket wallet. My wallet is this big, and it can go in my back pocket or be shoved in a boob. I'm going on this adventure with you, and with you, Miss Alethea. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid and keep. I shall return with a conclusion, perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting. Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Me too. Oh, they're cute! Girl pants do not have pockets. I love this child with my whole soul. I mean, they're probably not a child, but oh my gosh, I love them. Okay, before we meet this creature, I am going to take a super quick pee break. I will be back in just a couple of moments. And also my sister called me, so I want to text her, and I will be right back. Well, that's embarrassing. There was a thing on my screen. It's fine. None of you saw that, right? It was you. No, you didn't see it. You saw nothing. It's cool. But hi, welcome back. Little creature, I'm gonna get caught up. You have a work apron and get overstimmed wearing them with cargo shorts because of all the pockets. Ooh, that makes sense. That makes sense. It sounds so nice. I know, right? Having pockets in general just sounds nice. See, honestly, this is why... Is this where I make a bad joke and say that I prefer to date guys so I can steal their pockets? Because otherwise you just have the same problem with another woman. Also on laptop, so just throw the cards at me when you feel like it. Okay, here we go. So the first one we met was Jade. She was the Emperor. She was a bounty hunter who was very... Yikes. Oh my god, Nick. That one was bad. That one was bad. Okay, and then Alethea is the High Priestess. She was a cleric. We just kind of saw her. And then Judgment. And then we're about to meet a new character. Look at their little ears. Hello. I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, miss? Melina, but Melly is fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something that'll give me even fun new ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay. But I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. Oh, we got a new infusion. Oh, that's cool. It's a haste. Now I can accept a drink. Emperor. Up authority, establishment, structure. Down domination, excessive control. Interesting. That does fit. High Priestess. Up intuition, sacred knowledge, subconscious mind. Down secrets, withdrawal, and silence. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Very well. Let me see what I can do. Intelligence. And then she said she wanted... this. So sparkly, right on. Oh my god, look at him doing sparkly. That was really cute. You asking up and down drinks makes more sense now. Oh, that's funny. We were talking about the tarot cards. Because, like, if you draw a tarot card one way, and it's right side up, it's like the good side of things. And if it's upside down, it's the negative side of things. Judgment, rebirth, absolution, down, self-doubt, inner critic, and denying the call. We literally were just talking about denying the call. Which one was judgment? I totally forgot. That makes sense. He literally is denying the call. Ow! Age 10. We are feeding a small child a drink. Hopefully, class detective. I love her with my whole soul. She's chaotic good. Oh my gosh. The star. Nick, we need the star too. Stat. The star. Up. Oh, you read it already. Hope, faith, purpose, renewal. Spirituality. Down, lack of faith, despair, and disconnection. Ooh. That's good. Some new, fun, and sweet ideas coming right up. Had that one from Rudy? Oh, got it. That makes more sense. It's on top of the counter. I'm gonna cry. This is my favorite character. This is perfect. I'm already feeling energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is really nice tavern. I think I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I would worry for your hands. Knock it off the counter. I would cry if she did that. I would laugh so hard. He's back! My moody boy! He's probably my favorite in terms of, like, if I could pick one to romance, if you held a gun to my head and said pick one to romance, right now I would probably pick him. Wolf Mommy is a very close second. Zafir, almost didn't see you there. I suppose I am stealthy as a knight. No, as the knight. I meant as the knight. He's so awkward, I love him. Desperately, one that will help me remember words. I've been quiet for so many hours, I think I've forgotten how to speak. That explains why we're communicating telepathically right now. We are? No. Who the are you? Was I too stealthy for you? No. Let's get you a drink so you stop cursing at the child. Detective, stop cursing at the detective. Yes, of course. Though my drinks don't come cheap. How much? I'll trade you for one trinket. Ah, one of those. One of those. What if I didn't find one? Are you trying to tell me you made it all the way through a castle without stealing a single thing? When you know the rogue. Look at my back clock! Thought the place might like it. Oh, well, my tavern tells me I think it's beautiful. But it's wondering what it might be. Thought it was smarter than that. Does the tavern want to guess what it is? A frying pan. You're not even remotely close. But she is right. That part looks like a handle. That's the pendulum. Do you think if you fried eggs in this pan, it would take a bat-like shape? I really doubt it. This poor guy, we need to make him a drink. It's a wall clock adorned with hungry bats, one creature of the night telling time to another. A very inaccurate wall clock, it seems. It's nowhere near midnight. Its hands seem to have gotten stuck just before midnight for an eternity, or at least since I found it. Will this do, or we'll have to pull another heist? This will do just fine. He's like so willing to go on another heist. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps her promises, I shall now prepare a drink for you. One moment. Let's see if I have something that will make you more polite towards local detectives. I know, right, Prancy? Sleep time is now. That's okay. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well, my dear. Love you lots, and I hope you get your self-care night tomorrow. Come on, Andu, open up. Drink some strength. Oh, my contact is bugging me. It might be a glasses night. Politely, a drink. Did I accentuate the right notes? Sure did. You should consider becoming a musician. I'm happy where I am right now, thanks. Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened? No. Why not? I don't even know who you are. I'm Lena, but you can call me Melly. No thanks. So? What did you steal? Castles have many things, I heard. Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school? I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough. Do your parents agree with that? So here Forge stuck in another option for an extra set of wings. Do you give Mal another set? Absolutely you do. My parents are dead. And then you come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important. Honey! Oh, this little baby. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. She was 3? It's 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them, but I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies, and the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to revenge. Absolutely. She is an inquisitive rogue with the urchin background. That makes sense. I love him. Can I just say that I love him? Right? I basically speedran my origin story. I've gotten dead parents into motivation and detective career to make sure I can help people. Because people didn't help you? Exactly. But it's okay. It made me into the adventurer I am today. And like who I am. Doesn't it make you sad? No! What's your origin story? Yes, Saphir, what's your origin story? It's far too dark for your young mind to handle. Best you don't know. Okay, what's your name? Blaze. But she just called you Saphir. That's my middle name. Okay, I'll respect your fake name, but only if you tell me his name turned to Blaze. It literally just turned to Blaze. That's so funny. What castle you stole the innkeeper a clock from? Fine. It was Marrow Castle. Did his name change in here too? Hold on, we gotta look. It did! It changed in here too. Interesting. That's so funny. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous vampire. Did she kill you? Obviously not. Not so murderous then. She would have if she'd caught me. So she didn't? No, I managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohorts of monsters she'd put in my path. Only the dragons knew what would happen if they had spotted me, weak and not prepared to fight. Uh-oh. Guys, we have a problem. Guys, we have a problem. Ugh. We might be switching to glasses pretty quick here. But they didn't. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at her door did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument to sneak through a nearby window that had been left open to grant spiders easy access to the castle. I heard Marrow Castle was very scary. Was it very scary? Yes. On a scale of 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary was it? In the middle, I suppose? Huh. Interesting. Did you run into any traps? I was able to spot and avoid them all thanks to my remarkable perceptive gifts and your help. Anyway, I found the cape in her closet, hung up between ball gowns covered in rubies and diamonds. Did you take any? Maybe. So you're a thief. Obviously. Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio. She is an inquisitive rogue. Aww. Why would I do that? Because I asked nicely. Forget it. Oh, look at her little crocodile tears. I took the cape, along with whatever gemstones I could find, and I heard her approaching the chamber. Quickly, I hid among the dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sounds. I thought I had made it through when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall, I thought the wood would start vibrating in rhythm with my heartbeat. But she reached right past me, picked out a hat, and returned to her dastardly vampiric activities. What are vampiric activities? I don't know. Sucking blood, turning into bats, scheming about blood. Lots of blood stuff, it sounds like. Indeed. Did you make it out of there easily, Blaze? I found a secret passageway that led below the pond, through the earth into the summit of the Witch's Peak. Almost scared the strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She was ready to ignite me with her golden flames. That seems harsh for a little jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stayed in your pocket? That's information we got from the cleric. That's super funny. Who can say? Speaking of sleight of hand, where'd you find the clock? It was sitting in a display case in the middle of the hallway that stretched on forever. Then how'd you know it was in the middle? I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise I was able to crack it open in no time. An antique clock stood right in between a ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. And I thought it strange that it was the only item without a tag, so I took it. A tag? She's very organized. Labels everything. Why would you display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her pantry? Label described blood from the very first vampire, Mike. Mike? Mike. Judging by its position next to such a priceless item, the clock may be worth a fortune. In that case, thank you again. It will look great in my tavern. Indeed. Look at that little blush. Look at that little blush. Sounds like you would have been in a lot of trouble if you got caught. Talk, hello, how are you doing tonight? But I wasn't, thanks to the innkeeper's drink. I only survived, but I also avoided horror's wrath entirely. Sounds like a tasty drink. I would hope so. Seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. It's a miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed. Did you think you might die when you took the quest, I mean? It's always a possibility. Then why would you go? Death is inevitable, such is life. Huh. At least you have your cape now. It's not mine. It belongs to another vampire. Another vampire? Yes, it was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. The clutches of love always end in cruel tragedy. So dramatic. Oh my gosh, I love him. This character is so cool. You're good? Mac and cheese will do that? Ooh, mac and cheese is always good. Are you a box mac and cheese person or a make your own mac and cheese person? Or an in-between person, where you take box mac and cheese and you doctor it. That's what I do. You make your own? Nice. What kind did you make? Give it to me. Tell me. But the comedy it takes to get there is worth the ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, that is the long-suffering, very comedic vampire Melly, would love his cape back. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? You've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine, I'll do a direct delivery, just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with their investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They can't have gotten too far yet. 3 mac and cheese. Okay, topped with bacon pieces. That does sound delicious. I usually like cheddar in my mac and cheese. It's definitely my favorite. What are they investigating? The Star Rain, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I'll do a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can extend it further or help find the culprit of the curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go and find them for your cape and for my notes. Yes, it is a prosthetic spatula on the tree. We were talking about it a little bit ago. I was like, hold up. Is that a... like, I said the same thing. Also, I want to read this letter, and I can't. And there's a ducky back here. Look at a ducky. You do whatever. With you along, you can never stay undetected. Wait for me! See you soon, Keeper. See you soon, Melly. Hold on. No! I want to read the Melly notes. Sad. Okay, I know I just took a break like 20 minutes ago, but my right contact is really bugging me, so I'm gonna go get my glasses, I'm gonna go get another seltzer, and I'll be back super quickly, and we will continue this. And yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, we are back and here just for your pleasure. Glasses, Zari. You're welcome. My right contact has been kind of bugging me all day, so this was... I knew it was happening. I knew it would happen eventually, but it's fine. I just know that I'm not going to last much longer with this because wearing glasses with headphones is rough. Okay. Reminds me of the Quentin Tarantino movie, the lady with the prosthetic gun attachments. Ooh, that's interesting. Planet Terror. It also reminds me of just like any, what are they called? Warforged in general. Okay, Crossroads of 3. Quickly, click my journal. Melina might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's a sweet and curious kid despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy rogues can resist her charm. Aww! She's so cute. Good morning! Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today? So Fen version of the Scotman form Samurai Jack? Oh. I know nothing about what you were talking about. Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. He was! It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Mood. This is probably my new favorite drink. Oh no. Undo. Nice. Look at this. How did you make that drink? You know, I honestly forgot that Dihydrate was turned on, but I actually do have alcohol with me this evening. So thank you for that. A fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you! This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. Duck alert! I know, right? So, the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire is very thankful, if melancholic. Seemed to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be. It fits him well. It's a pretentious goth prick. I love him. He brought us a clock that he stole because it seemed to be the most, like, important thing there. So, I love him. Child rogue with an edgy backstory got him to lighten up a little bit. It's really cute. Badoomts. No! No, that was bad. Almost like it was made for him. I love that you did your own pun counter after. It makes it 16 times funnier. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where'd you find him? The fallen Westgate. It was a tragic sight to behold. It was okay, just a bit crumbly. They can't rebuild it that quickly because giant wildfire badgers kept showing up at night. Apparently they really like to eat stardust. Do you know a lot about giant wildfire badgers, Millie? I do now! I love her. I love her with my whole soul. I want to adopt her and keep her forever. The setting in this game is its steampunk type. I haven't quite picked up on it. It feels it's a very high fantasy, extremely high fantasy, but there are some steampunk elements. So there was someone who had what I thought were entirely jade arms. So I'm curious. So we'll see. No, they're not very talkative. Alethea gave me a lesson after you stalked her for an hour. I didn't stalk her, I was investigating. Miss Anowar, the vampire, or the Westgate. All of them. I've been hard at work the last few days trying to uncover the mystery of the fallen stars. I was already very excited to get a closer look at the Westgate. Hi Kenny, thank you for the hydrate. Oh no. I was just trying to put my water bottle back down and I have a little collection of coffee cups. Much appreciated. Actually, I should probably just finish my water bottle. Oh dear lord. Nick. Trying to balance out the dihydrate since you got a drink of yourself. I appreciate it. Oh. Are you still drinking the beer you were drinking or something else now? When I saw a vampire traveling with a seasoned dwarf and a seraph cleric, I just knew I had struck gold. They were clearly investigating the area just like me. Of course, I wasn't sure whether they would share their findings with me, or how deeply they might have been involved in the conspiracy themselves, so we opted to stay in the shadows. We watched them from the best hiding spots we could find, listening in on their conversations. Fortunately, they were mostly talking about the quality of different pickaxes. That didn't stop us from staying vigilant. Us? Me and my mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. Just had the 112% and ended that. She said hard. Oh, so Kenny's a very lightweight. Good to know. Meet Blaze. He's my new associate. I'm no such thing. So, I'm gonna marry Zephyr, and we're going to adopt Melly. That's what's happening. You make a great duo. We are not a duo. Maybe even light. I'm not a lightweight at all. Are you kidding? I could have 2 shots of bourbon and be fine. Oh my god. Dear Lord. I love that you're proposing for him. Thank you. So you weren't able to collect much evidence by eavesdropping? No, not this time. Then how did you end up getting the zoology lesson? Yeah, so my stealth may need some work. That's an understatement. She knocked over every stone we came across. It was a miracle none of them noticed us. We must have been struggling with their perception this morning. Yeah, the giant wildfire badgers sure weren't. She steered 3 of them our way. Let's be honest, you probably proposed first anyway. Nick, you severely underestimate me. I like to be treated like a lady, and any partner I have in the future will need to be the one to propose, so. It wasn't. I mean, they were way taller than us and had piercing, flaming eyes and sharp teeth, but it was fine. That's just how investigations go sometimes. Plus, Alethea was there. She saved us. Put herself between us and the monsters. They blasted her with their fire, but it didn't even hurt her one bit. Hey, look at us go. Without taking a single hit, she banished them into the primordial sea. That's where they come from. Did you know that? I do now. They also can smell about 800 times better than us and know how to use chopsticks. Definitely the superior race. She told us that after yelling at us for almost getting killed. It was so cool. Does sound very cool. Did she share any of her investigation insights with her? You? She told us not to worry about it, but she did tell me to work on my stealth. Will you? Yes. Blaze offered to help me. Did he now? It was embarrassing to watch. I'm sure it was. Were you shaken up at all by the wildfire badges? No. I encountered countless horrifying creatures in my time. You cannot meet them with the fear of death still beating in your heart. You met monsters before? What kinds? Which ones are your favorites? Which are the first ones you saw? Did they try to eat you? Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. Oh no, my head edge is like right under the headset. Okay. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No, they were much worse than that. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. He actually wants to talk to her this time. Aww. So cute. That's so cute. Jump. A drink just for you. Oh, he blushes. How is it? Fine. That means it's perfect. So, where was I? All right, shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadowbanes and was eager to prove myself. They said there are great riches far in the depths of Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Phenosia. Hold on. So it's this mountain range. Okay. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find jewels, I made my way there to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its steps were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have a general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with any of my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I'll never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute! They were not cute. If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some. Pray you never will. Kenny, I was just saying that, like, I think that my new character is going to be a little bit like Blaze. Just, like, a little too dramatic and a little hard to talk, and I think it's adorable. You can feel it already, right? And it's like, oh, they're helping me! It was painful to watch. Carolyn, hello. How's it going? I wanted to see something. Wait. Oh, it's a new one. Sad. Dragoon, hello. How's it going? You kickstarted this game? Dude, it's so good. I'm kind of mad I didn't. It's phenomenal. Ow, no, that's what I call edge. Yeah, she's a little edgy. She's every right to be, but she's a little edgy. She's also very awkward, and she has a 7 charisma. I did not roll a 7. I chose 7 very specifically. Welcome back, Carolyn. You all right? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes, give me something strong, please. Got it. We making a drink. On, do you want to grow strong too? I did not. I chose the drink. I looked at the drink. I did not draw the drink. You're in the credits, and if there's a guest book, okay, I'll have to go look for it. What's your favorite werewolf or wolfman depiction? Ooh, that's a good question. Strong with 0 water, just how you like it. Nice. You're welcome. You got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? So when my baba used to make me back in my day, my adventure reminded me of it. Sailor's courage, what's this? Ooh, a lot of strength, a dash of defense, a shot of charisma, and an ability to know fear. Spinach not included. How do you make this one? It has this too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the only way you'd be able to make this with would be an infusion, I think. Hi, I miss you too. It's so good to see you. I know that I've been busy. Ah, Nick, dear Lord. That's so bad. It's so bad. I'm just, I can't. Oh my gosh. I love the Skyrim, like, werewolf line. It's a really good one. I haven't read the Not a Wolf comics. I might need to steal them from you, Kenny. You do you. I'm just saying I miss your presents. Aww. I miss yours too. I've been, like, really busy and I haven't been on Twitch as much while I've been working. So I've had a lot of deadlines. Dragoon, I don't know if you saw, but my this month is like, I'm out of town every weekend. Wait, what's being stolen? If you own the comics, I'm gonna steal them. And not necessarily steal them, but like read them. You can have them back. You can keep them. Why are you so sad? Melly, I love you. But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried. Probably because you are sad. I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight, and I feel lightheaded. You think they're online? Okay, cool. I'll look them up. Maybe I'm dying. Those are side effects of being sad. I love this child, like, psychoanalyzing everyone. Who are you, anyway? I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective. Have I mentioned today that I love Melly? I'm Carolyn. Who's that punk next to you? That's my sneaky assistant. He got a name? Malachite! Hold on. Hold on, we have to look. We have Malachite in here too. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. I'm dying. That's so funny. From the Monster Squad, from the Dog Soldiers and American Werewolf in London. I have read or heard of none of those. I would like to detect why you're sad. Likewise. Movies? Okay, that would explain. I only watch movies when I have a Lego set in front of me or when I have a friend with me. And not like I can kind of do some movies like through Discord, usually animated. I love animated movies. I will watch animated movies by myself, but I have to watch them in pieces. So I don't watch a lot of movies. You weren't the biggest into it? Okay. Does it have to do with the wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for? You met a chimera? A wyvern chimera, yeah. That's so cool. Oh no, I had the hiccups. Why, how, you're alive? Sure I am. Do you remember the forgetful vampire Melly? Of course. He put on a quest for chimera's saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce... Is it chimera? How do you say chimera again? Am I saying it right? Because last time I was saying it wrong. Carolyn was brave enough to pick up his quest. It's amazing. How would you even get the saliva of a guardian? By killing it. Oh. Would you like to tell us what happened? You just figured out what Yolana's problem was. Oh no, what was her problem? I think it might be good for you. Music just got sad. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you? Miss Carolyn, will you please tell me the story? Look at her little ears! Fine. Thank you. I didn't mean to kill it. Seemed like an extraordinary blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just trying not to be a dick, that's all. Oh, so they bleep out bastard, but they let dick come through? That's so funny. Usually I got no trouble killing beasts, but my Baba would have lost if I had told her I'd harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them, but she had a natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought I was quiet enough and had the veil of night on my side. Could just steal the saliva from right under its nose or maw. I feel bad. We made the wrong choice. Guys, we made the choice. Guess they're not into etching if they're letting dick come. Ah, Nick. Dear Lord. Shaking my head at you. Took her collar off and put her in her kennel when I was gone today. Got it. And she feels naked without it. She wanted it back on. Oh, interesting. Okay. How did she, like, tell you? Drooled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know my way around the Quag Mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been. Well, I know all about that, but you got a giant sword, so you're prepared, right? Innkeep here hooked me up with some fire resistance. Came in handy. And the sword, well, was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose. She harassed you for 3 hours. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that you figured it out. And now she's laying down sleeping. Interesting. Doesn't do any magic tricks, but it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat without practiced potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me. That's so sweet. Your parents gonna leave you anything? No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think of that in time. But that's okay. I can find my own treasure. I'm sure you will, kiddo. So the Chimera noticed you. Yeah. Sly Beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with the bucket. When I tried to collect its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me with all at once with overwhelming ferocity. Ferocity? I think I said it right the first time. Fiercest enemy. We are hitting the point in the night where words are hard. So I'm thinking we're gonna finish this because I'm struggling. Ugh. Even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything my best to beat it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe. You defeated it with your badass sword. Oh, so badass is fine. And the child can say badass? Okay. The weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow, it felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Or maybe I just imagined that. Maybe. Maybe that doesn't matter as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and then I killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. She's got Tiny Tina energy, of course she can swear. That is a game I still have not played. But she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. She ain't here, so I thought it might be time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the chimera. Maybe it can pass them on. May Tuat listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think? Tuat, I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go there, so he must have died too to have gotten there. Or he's always existed there, was made to watch over the dead. He is a god after all. There's no clear consensus of what the great spirit dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who always can control death from his very inception, a reflection of what we believe death to be, death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind. I hope so too. Then I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Carolyn? This is great storytelling. Of course she is, silly. I have to agree. And you know it would be very heroic of her? What? If she bought the saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Might as well. Need to get moving anyway. You're leaving? No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? His name changed. Western Gate. Being fireproof, you should have no issues out there. I heard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade for information I need. For what? Can you teach me how to use a great sword? Sure thing, right now? Is right now okay? I've got the time. Might take you more than one lesson, though. I've also got time. It's a deal then. I'll show you the basics, and you tell me where to find the vampire. Yippee! If your assistant's alright with it, don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. I love it's monkey singular. Okay, kiddo, let's go. And keep, can we use your front yard? Of course, go wild. Will do. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Are you coming too, Mel? I love the instant, like, Melly did not bat an eye at him changing his name again, and also at, like, nicknamed him immediately. Okay, you can join us later. Can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but something will come in. Be patient. I'll have a quest for you soon. Can't wait! I'm gonna destroy any challenges with wit, stealthiness, and giant swords. I know you will. But first I gotta practice. See you later. I love him. I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. Got something you want to tell me? I'm getting so fast at this. Sweet optimism from my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Ooh, it's night now. Fable's back! I love Fable. Hi, Yankee. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Groves trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. Aww. They do seem to keeping with the Genasi Echo names at least. They really do. It's really interesting. They started with an Air Genasi name, then they went to a Fire Genasi name, they went to Blaze, and then they went to an Earth Genasi name. So we gotta hit a Water Genasi before they'll go back to maybe an Air Genasi? Is that the order that Avatar goes in? I'm trying to remember. Is that a subtle reference? Of course, I had to check in on all the nearby settlements, too. See if they need any help with damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes, the werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. Same. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out for now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something happens like this again. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. You weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people really aren't as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Okay. Got it. That makes sense. I don't know why my brain was like, wait, hold on. Is that the right order? You were right that it wouldn't, of course, but I thought people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. I know nothing about Captain Planet. I asked one of my sisters, and she said, who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes. I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost, but you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right, but it would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. Oh, Fable, don't cry. I'm just happy everyone's okay. Did you check in on Carolyn yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did, outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. It's nice to watch her train Melly with so much enthusiasm and to catch up a bit, that too. Aww. Right, Lunar? Jacko, hello! How's it going? Did you accept? Not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing alright, and she was so relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being despite being absurdity of the world, how about a drink? Something agile and swift. I still have to make my way back home later, and I could use some speed for that. You're deceased from the gym. What'd you do today? And you feel fantastic. Awesome. 1,000 wins. Become charming and elusive that the elemental messenger somehow feels like resting on a tropical island. Ooh, so it's a lot of charisma, a decent amount of defense, and then some that. Interesting. Okay. That's a new drink that I don't think we're gonna make tonight. I think it's this one. Oh no, I missed it. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop. Three corn, 15 minutes on stairs. Nice! Sounds like a good day and a full body day indeed. No wonder you were deceased. The stairs are the best. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. She makes the best drinks, right? They're okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is that things where you don't want to be nice and people seem to do that for a lot of reasons? They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me. Well said. Thank you. No basketball. You broke yourself last night. What did you do? I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable, and I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. They're also incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true, not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things that it can bring. And I want to help people. No, don't ship them! I want him! It's fine, I kind of low-key ship them too. Why? They're not the same age vibes to me, though. Lies. You want them. Jam my knee, twisted ankle. Oh no. Oh my gosh. You really went through it. You went through it. And you worked out today? I went to worked out today. I'm Malachite. Oh, you're Mal. I mean Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about Mal, or she said they. I guess you are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh. Why don't you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all of this. But you should be honest with her and yourself. High con, true. Passive health restore. I do not have that. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe the thing in Zofford could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone's bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Sounds like Zofford is going through an eventful time. We have two. So funny. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zoffard isn't very far from here, is it? It's in eastern Fenosa and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. Can only recommend its many summer festivals, very pretty fireworks. Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but Melina's seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of a risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, it's cool. No, I think it's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept its existence in their life. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with the fact as early on as we can. That is the most outspoken I've ever heard Fable be. I love that. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? Go off. Go off. When you were on a quest with, I quote, horrible nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Would you have preferred to not be alone? Builds character. A character that thinks we should put kids in miserable situations sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? Got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. I think the Innkeeper's a dragon that collects information. Honestly, we're here for it, right? I love the character growth from Fable. It's so good. The fun I can provide in a day is running out. Remind Fable to hydrate, because they, them pronouns, but they're definitely spitting lots of facts, and it makes me happy. You're good, you didn't know. I have to keep reminding myself of everybody's pronouns. Boop, boop, boop. I shall take my leave. Thank you for contributing to a game that I don't want to play. With less horrors, I suppose. No! Now everyone's reminded of it! Now I'm worried. I'd like to offer them my finest ice water. I have been doing water in my fridge with like... Thank you for the quacks! With lemon and cucumber recently, and just like letting it sit overnight, and it's been so good. Both. Are you really going to send her out on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zoford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars, and I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's a little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. You drink just pure tap. I can't drink tap water here, unfortunately. It needs to be filtered. I use water filters, but I also just like flavoring sometimes because my brain gets bored. Bad Yelp reviews! I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5 stars in the bag. I ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? You're allergic to chlorine? Oh, got it. That makes sense. Yeah. I actually can't, like, are you allergic to bleach too? I think I am. Like, not, like, I've been fine around hair bleach, but I can't use it to clean, which sucks because, I have blue hair, and getting blue out of things would be a whole lot easier with bleach. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. It's in bleach. Oh, interesting. So can you not swim either, like at chlorine pools, Lunar? Ready for pool season for your job to be over and you're sick of chlorine management. Oh, I bet. That's such a bitch. That's the hardest part of having a pool, is like figuring out all of the pH stuff. Although I'm just not a huge fan of chlorine pools in general. Your eyes will shut. That's crazy. Can't breathe. Yeah, that's definitely allergic. That is like, okay. Rather than not at all, maybe. That's still a terrifying thought. I loved that line. That's like something my mom always said to me. She's like, even if you're scared, just do it scared. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from things that scare me. With the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. It sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me? That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry. Go back home. Fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. I love their relationship. See you tomorrow, my friend. Aww. I love them so much. I'm gonna cry. That's so cute. That was such a cute scene. Okay. So, unfortunately, we are going to... No, it's raining in game. We are going to end it there for the game. Stick around. We're going to chat for a little bit. At least like 15-ish minutes. But if you're with us on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you all in the next one. Leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. And we'll catch you around for the next episode of this. Goodbye.